This is how I got to Ghana. Let me tell you more about it. I decided to go to Ghana to go visit family back home in Africa. I ended up booking a cheap flight in which I know what I was getting myself into, but it was a good deal though. But it was stop from stop to go to Ghana. So I got 3 stops and I can get to Ghana. That's what I did. I have to move from Canada, move from Edmonton. Now from Edmonton to Toronto, from Toronto to Germany, to Ghana. That was the whole plan. And that was the whole deal with the ticket that I got. I got to Toronto beautifully. I got to Toronto. I have to wait a little bit. I think I was there for 30 minutes or something, 30 or an hour. Germany. Forgotten the airport's name, but it was a beautiful experience. I was there for, I think, 4 hours. I don't know why, but it took a little bit long for me to leave from that airport, in which I didn't mind so much, but it was just a longer time. I did that. I walked through the airport. I saw nice stuff. I went through vendors and all that. It was a good experience. I did like that one. I end up seeing this booth, Ghanaian artists poster in the booth, which was pretty cool to see, and it was Kim Promise, which I was like, okay, that makes sense because he's blowing up. From that airport, now the trip gets dicey. It gets dicey just because the next flight wasn't fun at all. From the airport, okay, we got to the plane nicely. We started a trip, but this trip was one of the how do I put this? The longest trips, or in a way, scariest trips I've ever had when it comes to flying. We end up having it all, as in thunder, turbulence, like you name it. It was that bad that people end up crying and all that. So, and we're getting close to Africa though. We're getting close. This is what happened. So instead of going straight to Ghana, because of the turbulence and the rain and all that, it was getting so bad that we have to go to land somewhere else and then get fuel and all that. Like it was bad. We get to Lome, Togo. That's in Africa, West Africa. We get there and then we have to wait just because it wasn't really getting any better for us to get to Ghana. We did wait for 5 hours. It has gotten to that point that now they have to rest because it's that late. And people are getting frustrated. People are, we end up going on a rally. Like at the airport, we end up getting so mad that we were demanding stuff because then we're just sitting and just waiting for all these while, and there is no way, and nobody's telling us anything about the time we'll be leaving or what is happening, and like no update. Okay, we need a place to rest and we have to eat because this is not on us, this is on the flight, or this is on the company. They came up with a plan of, okay, maybe we'll just come get you guys so that we can go and relax, or get us a hotel or something. They will come and just come get a couple of people in a bus, take them, come get a couple of people in the bus, take them. Got to the hotel, and even when we got to the hotel, like everybody has to be, or we have to like go in groups, as in the rooms, we have to be in groups. You will choose maybe this person, that person, anybody that you think you'll be comfortable with, then you have to go with the person. We were like 4 in every room, and we went to the room. It was late, so nobody even had the time to take a shower, nothing like that. We slept in the morning. Somebody comes to the door, knock, says that, oh, okay, this is the time you can go for lunch, and this is the time you can do this, do that. But they still haven't heard anything from the flight, the time we'll be leaving. We're like, okay, take a bath, go downstairs, meet the rest of the guys. We're like, oh, okay, this is where we can go eat and all that. So it's basically like a buffet. We go there, we try to get food. The food looks good. I mean, it looks good, but it wasn't that great. It was good. It was good because at least we had something to eat, but it wasn't that great. After we finished eating, within 4 hours, then we had an update saying that okay, we can get ready and start going. We got ready, and some people are so frustrated that within that 4 hours they end up catching a bus to go to Ghana because they couldn't wait anymore. They had a lot of stuff to go do and got into the flight and we started going. And by the time we left there and we're going to Ghana, mind you, all this time I haven't told my family that I'm coming to Ghana. I just told my family that, oh, I had somebody coming to Ghana and I gave the person some stuff for them so they can meet the person at the airport and, get the stuff. All this while they keep texting, trying to, talk to me, and I didn't have data or anything. So I couldn't talk to them back. So my wife back in Canada was the one, explaining to them saying that, oh, the person is coming and blah, blah, blah. But brother is at work and busy. That's why he's not getting back to you guys. Because we wanted this to be a surprise, and the surprise didn't go as planned at all. At this point of time, it was getting dark. It was like 8 o'clock in the night. And my two brothers are at the airport waiting for this guy to come. They didn't know it was me. They look at the time and they notice that, oh, okay, that flight that, we gave them was in. So, okay, thank God the guy will be coming soon and all that. So they are waiting. And, from the airport, you have to go through all this security and stuff. So then coming out too takes a little bit of time. But God being so good, it didn't take that much time. I end up coming out with all my stuff. Some of my stuff I have to wait and get it the next day. Because it has been some time me going to Ghana. So going this time around, I wanted to really surprise them. I come out and they see me and they walk towards me and they were like, oh my God, like what is wrong with you? In our language, my brother was like, again, hey, yo, what is wrong with you? Why would you surprise us like that? And for what? That was the fun part. Because when I saw them, I was so happy. I hugged them and we talked. We took some pictures, in which, is something that I remember because of the trip and how things went. I wasn't really happy, but when I saw them, things did change. Take off. Now we have to go see mom and dad because they didn't know I was the person coming, right? They thought that, oh, okay, my brothers are just in to grab something from this guy. And then they would just go back home. They didn't know they are coming to get me. We go to my mom, and my mom was so surprised that I don't know if she was happy or she was mad, or I don't know. I guess it's a mixed feeling. She was like, what is wrong with you? What's up with you and this surprise and how you do stuff? You could have just told us so that we could have prepared something for you. And I said that wasn't the reason. The reason or why I wanted to do this was the surprise, was the look on your face and the look on my brothers, like everyone, right? Spend some time with mom and dad. And from there, I have to go and relax. It was a long trip. So then from there, I have to go home and just relax. And I did that. The next day, got up feeling happy with myself, feeling happy that I have all this family around me and they're happy to see me. But there is a but. Now I have to go see grandma. And this is where everything of grandma lives is a little bit far from where I live or where I was staying. I made a trip, went to grandma, and I saw my uncle, talked to them, talked to the family too. Now I go see grandma, and grandma was like, who's this? Is this Alex? Alex is my brother, right? So grandma was thinking, and a lot of people say we do look alike. So then grandma seeing me, grandma was thinking it was Alex coming because she wouldn't have thought that I will, come all the way from Canada to visit or anything. She wasn't thinking of it because I didn't say anything too. Then she sit me down and we start to talk. And she said a lot of things that I was supposed to hear, a lot of things that I wasn't supposed to hear. She took me way back. So then that really got me thinking. That was an experience that I didn't think I'll be having or I needed, but I end up having it, which I do appreciate, in which I love my grandma for it. She really put me on my path. She took care of me, my grandma and my mom, and I needed this advice from her. So she talked to me. I listened. I cried. She cried. My mom cried. We end up crying because it's something that we needed. It's something that we need to talk about. And there's stuff that I didn't think that I'll be hearing. I'm happy I did because that was the last time I end up seeing my grandma. I end up really getting close to my grandma. And anytime I think of it, at least I'm happy that I did see her in that state for her to talk to me. When I left my grandma's, I didn't think I wanted to go anywhere that day. I ended up going back home just to relax because I did really spend some time with her. We took ourselves back from, where we're from, what we did, and, all the stuff that we did when we were kids. I was in Ghana for just a week, so it wasn't that long. I end up having a lot of good food in which I miss so much. Oh my God. Me saying this just takes my mind back to Ghana and the good food and, where we used to go eat. We walk all the way and go eat and all that. I was back home and this is where I come from. So then I know my way around and I was doing a lot of things that I really wanted to do. But as I said, I was just in Ghana for a week, so it wasn't for that long. I have to come back to Canada to be with the family I built. So I end up more of my story and more of the things I end up doing with giving you guys what I've been doing in Canada, what I used to do in Ghana. I'll just bring the past to the present. I'll bring the present to the past. I'm going to show you guys all the stuff I do and the stuff I've been doing. So stay tuned with me, and there's a lot of stories coming up.